I bought the Naruto rum.
Really?
It's like the best emote there is, bro. Look at my foot, bro.
Oh my dude, I just got. Oh, yeah, that guy's so low. Then yeah.
How much time is left?
1 minute. 1 minute 50 seconds.
Okay. I've gotten better. A lot better.
Oh my god! Oh my god! My aim. Holy crap! Okay. Okay, I won. Hold on, I only died 3 times. Then the second place player only died 16 times. I only died 3 times, what the heck? And I had 22 kills. Okay, are you, wait. Okay, I'm gonna go to your lobby. Actually, okay.
Yeah. Are you
Oh,
one
yeah.
yet?
I don't know, I missed a lot of shots.
I got my edit one, but
Okay. Can you just free throw on my creative mode?
yeah.
Alright.
Okay, just ready up. I'm ready in.
I went to the fair last night. I couldn't find it.
Oh, you did?
You know that one super cyclone one? That one ride?
To the fair, so.
Oh, there's this really fast ride, and I went on it, and it was so fun. But like, it was like you felt like you were floating in the air. That's how fast it was. And there's another one. It's like a good. You know those one rides that like they like go up and like go over the thing, it up and down and over.
I
It's like a
know.
big circle, but it goes really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that one, and it was very, very scary, but it was fun though.
Nice.
I was just like pretty much like,
So
oh my god, the whole time.
I've been grinding arena, and then last night I played in this like YouTuber Game Wars tournament, and I got first. So that's what kind of like I've been doing pretty much. But yeah, yesterday I got like 500 points in arena in like 3 games. So
I'm gonna do build fights so we can everyone do normal free for all.
yeah, or do you just want to do 1v1 like free throw?
So we're gonna free for all. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I just missed it. Oh my, can I like not miss it? Oh, I won! I knew you got it. Okay.
Well, now I'm for sure dead, so bring it on. That was my only chance.
What? Why? I'm so dumb. I didn't use
Oh, it edited up that corner and not the one that I was standing in. GG.
So I shotgun all of the other no. I shotgunned it and then I made it mine. So.
Oh, I was trying to do that you see all the birds do, you know, when you do the double cone edit thing.
I have no idea. Alright. Let's go.
Oh, I did not realize it. I got the delay though, so you got the kill. You got the shot.
Okay. You're not ready. You're not. You think you are, but you're not.
Usually, you think I think I'm gonna win this? I never thought.
No. It was gonna. I was just. No, I don't know. I was just saying something weird stuff. Just like. Oh, what? I should have hit. Box it up the right time.
Oh wow. What happened?
Oh.
You were were looking straight forward, and then I just died. I was like, what?
Oh my god. Oh,
Oh my gosh. No.
I flipped my mouse. I don't know. Oh. Mm. Oh! No, 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 no.
Oh, wow. How do I kill you on the first encounter and then you get like 4 kills?
Oh, I just completely whipped that shot. Nice shot.
GG.
GG. Oh my god.
How low were you?
39.
So you're at 89 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I had to get out of here.
Yeah, I valued high ground too much, or I took way too much damage.
Oh gosh. Oh!
Wow. I did not think that you were gonna be able to get that.
You wanna run duos now?
Yeah. Regular or solid gold?
Your choice.
Okay, well, which one do you like better?
Oh my god, my throat. I like normal, but we can play solo.
Okay. Then we can play normal.
But then we can also play solo if you want to.
I don't care. We'll see how we can do it normal. And if we start doing bad, then we can just go play, regular. Or solid gold. I love the sea note.
What's raining outside?
Whenever, if you like crouch and then you like stand up and you keep on doing it and you look at your foot, oh my gosh, it looks so weird.
In real life or in Fortnite?
In Fortnite. So I have 6 solo wins. I got a solo win on Friday night. I have 39 duo, 39 squad, and 55 LTM.
Nice.
I don't play duos that much anymore. I used to play duos like every day. And now I like never play duos. But Toby, the squad that I was running arenas with, or the duos that I was running trios with, they were both on console, remember?
Was it the NFG Passions and NFG
Yeah.
Post?
We got into console lobbies because it's 2 consoles.
Nice.
So we were just slaying. Like, we played 3 games. We got our first game, we got a dot, 13 kills. And then we got a 15 kill third place. And then we got another one that I don't remember. Okay, you're calling a drop, because I would say salty, but most people say it's going off the still. Like, I don't know.
Ooh, that's a Viking, I guess.
Viking might have like 1 team, plus it has enough loot.
It does. And if you don't have enough loot, we can always easy goes.
Yeah. And whenever you play solos, you have like 1 worst spot that you know every game.
Not really. I'm just laying over where I feel like it.
Oh, you know where I land? As long as it's not like directly in the bus, I land right there. What team?
Where you land Viking? Here?
He's landing big. He's that big.
Is out? Okay.
I have an AR and my kit.
I don't have nothing yet.
I'm gonna spray this kid down. And he's gonna try to leave his building, and then I'm gonna spray him. He's right here. And I don't think he sees me.
Nice. What's your first team? Yeah. I'm like.
He's in the back.
Yeah, I'm around. Around. Nice.
Can I get that scar?
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, take this mini.
What?
Take that mini.
Oh. Okay. That was the easiest fight ever. And that kid had a bolt too. The first kid that I killed was sitting there with a suppressor on a bolt and didn't even take a single shot. Are you gonna take that first?
No, you use it. I have some shield.
Yeah, I got. Okay, just pop this and I got full health.
Wait, pop. I already have full health.
I was popping it. That's what.
Oh.
Where's the flirt?
Wait, Holly, what do you mean?
Oh.
I thought.
The pistol that you got, I thought it was flirt.
Oh, yeah, that's how I was confused. I was like, wait, you have a set or something?
I got 400 mats. What about you?
All together? I'm around 400 mats.
I have not very good loot. I don't have a shotgun. I have AR and a sniper.
We can go down there.
Yup, that's what I'm doing. It's on our way to circle anyways.
What for the sniper machine?
Okay. You do that. I'm gonna take this zip line over that place.
Or actually, do you want a tack? I should do a great tack on me.
I don't know. Is it worth getting me a shotgun? Out of that
You'll probably find a shotgun out there.
I'll tell you if I do. I found the tack at the window.
There you go. I'll look for it.
I didn't get it.
Oh, the other I have that many grappling gun. Ooh.
There's 2 purple revolvers here.
Wait, are you carrying any heals?
I got 2 medkits.
Oh, someone just shockwave. Yeah, it's close by.
I know, but
Oh, wait. Like literally right. Oh, right behind us. 22 shield.
Oh, I see him.
And his teammate.
His teammates default walking back and forth, like just clicking both buttons.
That one. They're terrible. They were blocking it on the
Okay. Tell me if they have shotguns.
Yeah, they have the white tag.
Okay, I'll take it. And then we gotta go far. Our best chance is to EJ.
Huh?
Our best chance is to EJ jump.
What is it, EJ?
Where you like do the ramp and you jump into it and you get the boost.
That's called an EJ?
EJ jump, yeah.
Oh,
Somebody didn't already know that.
I don't do that. I've heard of it, but no, I've seen it, but I don't like know what it was called.
Too bad the light's not here. It'd be super easy to rotate.
People aren't in here, by the way. It's not gonna break anything, but I'm not. Don't shoot them. Don't shoot them.
I know. I'm running. See if we can get a rift.
Over there, I want to fight so bad, but we
I do
shouldn't.
too, but if there's a rift, then we can fight, and if there's not, then we can't. Right here. Is there a rift?
No.
Okay, then we better run. I have the mic kit still, but
Okay.
dude, we camped in that house in arena, and there was 12 people left. It was all full teams, and we just sat in that house and edit peeked everybody, and we won the game. That was the game that we won. There's probably gonna be hoverboards up here.
Oh yeah, hoverboard's right there.
How many?
2.
Okay, lit. I'm gonna eat it right there. It's not flat.
I don't know how to EJ correctly. When I do that, I only like boost up like 2 seconds.
You should boost 2 floors. That's how far you should go.
Oh really? I don't really go that much. I probably only go once here. What?
You know, even if there wasn't hoverboards, we could just glide.
Oh, because Gossip City. Oh, I'm being shot at.
I know.
Okay, well, I'm in circle, but I need some help.
I'm in circle. I know. They're on the waterfall, right?
No.
Landing
No,
right here. Landing right here.
Okay. I'm here.
2. It's 2.
I'm straight. Oh, 59 headshot. Sticky.
Oh, crap. Behind us. Southwest.
Got him.
That's your fight. I got 2 rushing.
Yeah, I killed him.
No, I got 2 rushing me.
Oh, what was that? What hit me?
Oh, I just sniped one.
Wait, who's hitting me?
It's them.
Oh.
Yeah, I have 40 health.
Stupid idiot on me.
Popping a med kit.
Can I have one?
I'm gonna take this fight.
Okay, I have launch pads. I have 2 launch pads.
Crack this guy up top.
I have 2 launch pads. Okay, whenever we can fight it. Or whenever we go. White, 30 white. Really crack.
Can you fall on the bottom? Okay.
I'm pushing up.
Yep.
Someone got dead. He fell.
Okay, I have 40 health again.
Why did it go below
Got
dead?
him.
Guys?
I'm dropping. I need loot. Oh, teammate. Default's teammate. Right here. On me.
Okay, I'll come around. Dead? Oh my god,
They
that's...
had med kit.
Okay, I'm carrying 3 med kits.
Okay, I have 2.
Oh my god,
I'm popping
that's
one.
weird.
And then do you have those minis?
No, I only had 1.
Okay.
So Sorry, I had to use them because I thought I was gonna die. I also have 2 launch
I'll
pads.
take that minigun.
Okay, follow me.
Okay. Okay, well, we have 100 health and 8 kills. We have a very, very, very far circle. Yeah, just run around it.
Is that, yeah, the launch pad right here.
Oh, it wasn't in my render. It just looked like a ramp. Okay, we're right here. Oh, right here. There's people. Just
I play on near renders.
I play on.
What?
Right
Really?
there. You wanna land?
Sure, wait, whatever. Yeah, oh yeah. I also yeah, it's not that fun.
Right here, metal.
Yeah.
Building up.
Oh, gold trooper. Pretty for it. Watch out, sweat. No, don't play easy. If you play smart, sweat's on us.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, let's get shield.
Down.
18. Oh, gold trooper. No more shield. Two gold trooper. 2.
I just got dinged. I have 31 health. Dropping in, popping a medkit. You're on your own. We can just launch if you want.
Oh my gosh. Cool.
Remember, backfire has to pull out. Where is he at?
No, so low.
I know. Got him.
Nice. Break it.
I know.
Good.
And then we can launch.
No.
No, dude. I had the trap in there. He was at 43 health.
If you didn't shoot him, or if you didn't put the trap, I think you could kill him. If you just shot him.
I should have edited out, placed the trap, and then I still got the kill on the Groove Trooper. I killed the Groove Trooper. We have 9 kills.
Nice.
It wasn't a bad game. We just played it wrong. We ran it into probably the sweatiest duo there is, and ended up killing one of them and almost killed the second one.
Just if we had shield, dude. I got him really. Just if we had shield, I got them both pretty low already.
Yeah.
Or we didn't have any shield. That's probably why we died. But I for sure would have killed the other gold trooper.
Yeah, if we both had shield, that would have really helped. Cause like I was getting like headshotted once, and then I had to pop a med kit again.
Yeah. We could see it.
Wait, actually, I want to try around the solid gold and just see if we do better.
Yeah, that's fine.
You never know. Do you like the extraterrestrial emote?
Check it out.
I would have got it if the Naruto run didn't come out.
Oh, do you like that look?
I like it. I like the music.
Look at the Traveler bundle. The Traveler.
What?
In the item shop, the Traveler.
Oh, the Traveler bundle.
Yeah. Look at the
If
alien.
you look at the name of the skin though, it's called Zorgodon.
Yeah, and it says 51 on it.
It's pretty ugly.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
for
ugly.
the Area 51 raid though.
Yeah. They didn't rate it, right? They just like
Died. And yes, they did kill you.
I'm just joking. Did they have like a party or something? And like there was like a big festival out there?
Have a party? What do you
Yeah, that's what I remember like someone talking. And it was like they had like it had like food like that because that chill out thing.
Dude, so have you ever seen like console players play and how they have like no bloom? I mean like no recoil whenever they shoot.
You know?
PC players have 6 times the recoil as console players.
Wait, how do you know?
Because I do. Or do you want to go fatal?
We know about we both. Oh, no, I saucy. Sorry, not. Hey, no.
So Toby, do you just like on the weekends? Do you just like sit and play Fortnite or Bajillion all weekend?
Dude, I haven't been playing the PC game. I've just been playing with
think I
friends.
have a great drop for here, but this guy who's in front of me might get. Yep. God, my building freaking contested.
I'm landing right here.
It's one team. If I get an AR, then I can shoot.
I'm gonna get the
Got
small
an
house.
automatic sniper.
Dude, stop saying Brazilian. Oh, I just got a gold scar. What?
Yep, I got a gold suppressor.
How do you get? Wait, what? We both got scar. No way.
Anything gold, you get gold tack.
Oh, wait, what?
I got a castaway out.
What? I forgot we're playing Assault the Bull. I was so confused why I got a gold scar already. Okay, I'm at Baby Blue House, one popular house.
Okay. I'm popping a big pot real quick.
Wait, huh? Wait, are you sure you're still in gold? I just got a green tack SMG.
Yeah, that's a glitch.
Oh, okay.
Guy on mountain. Should I shoot?
Oh, I got a gold tack. Baby.
Yep, that's the only shotgun. Max pretty far. I'm waiting on this guy on the mountain to drop. He's not even building. 88 headshot.
I'm not even able to be careful.
Okay. Oh, his teammate third party. Such a bot.
Careful, I'm not there yet.
He's rushing you. He's at the... Oh, I knocked him.
See? AR,
24 white, 24 white. He's so low. Oh my gosh. Why did I have to take damage there, honestly?
Oh wait, is that a...
That's a gold vending machine.
Oh!
Have any medkits or anything? Is there a campfire here? Oh, there's a campfire on the mountain.
Loving you so cool. Why? The shotgun? Yeah, I have one. Oh, good. Do you have shotgun ammo for me?
I have 6 bullets. How many do you have?
I only have 2 extra.
Okay, here, I'll drop you one and then we'll both have 3. There's 3.
Thanks.
And then we can go there. Oh, people?
Yeah?
There's 2 people right there. One.
Oh, I hit him off! Did you see that? I hit him!
Yup, I saw that.
Oh
okay,
my god! Oh my!
Back grapple.
Oh, why can't I hit that?
Yeah, you didn't get the kill though. Okay,
That was
you see that one guy that's still alive? Moody's dead.
Nice! Oh! And he got right here! He got right here!
Okay, you get him?
Oh my god, this is a default standing still.
Yo.
Oh
They were
my.
stacked on mats and everything. Now do you need shotgun ammo?
Yeah.
I got a P90, bro. Oh, there's a battering.
Oh, wait, these are in the game? Oh.
Yeah. There's one right there.
Well, nice.
And then split my shotgun.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah. I looted just about everybody. There's a gold minigun.
Nice.
Ammo box. Dude, and I just thought, yeah, look how much metal you get. Toby? Toby?
No, so I got
Okay,
it.
I was wondering if you were doing that lagging thing again.
I got it.
You get so many metal and bricks though, like you get the most metal.
In this game
Landing,
mode? Oh yeah, I love it.
Landing. Okay, I just heard a glider, so.
Brother, you're so cool for me.
Okay, we gotta go in the zone.
Gotham gang. Gotham gang. Oh.
That's behind us.
Yes, please. What is because we can like stay here.
Is that behind us?
Yeah, I think so. I think it might be like, oh yeah!
Yep.
You're right.
Yep. There's a guy over
And
there.
right there. Yeah, you got it there. Okay, guy right.
The guy at Divot.
Okay. I'm gonna rush the guy up
Guys
here.
just landed northwest. Yep.
I'm rushing the guy up there.
Focus him. He's getting tapped by on the.
Dude, he's getting destroyed.
Yep. 30 white on there. You get him, Toby?
Yeah, easy.
You're getting third party from my marker, and this guy's on white. I hit him.
I got the team.
That guy right there on my marker, he's on white. Oh, he's just talking to me. There's so many people coming in. Okay, Toby, coming with me.
Wait, where are they?
He's building up.
Oh, I see him.
Dead.
Nice!
I head dinged him. There's people behind us.
Yeah. I need some mats.
He has a lot, or do you need some?
I need some mats.
Okay, here.
Oh god. I made this for you.
220 brick.
Here, take this.
Okay.
Or just give me back the other one.
Yep. Here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do that. Can I drop it?
Yep.
Guy like east,
I
guy
see
east,
him.
yeah.
He's zone tracking.
Going on
Oh,
zone.
there's two.
How
I just got.
Crawl.
You're fine, I think. I think you're fine. Oh, I got the speed crawl. Toby, you're right here.
Wait, do you have? Okay, got.
Right here.
Oh my!
Go, just stick it. If you're in zone, you should be good.
Oh no, not good. Oh, I'm getting straight.
There's about 2 people. Another guy on me. Toby, I think you have time now. Behind you.
I'm getting damage.
17. 11. Toby, stick it! Oh. Can you grab my reader?
I'm to heal.
Nice. You have my reader?
Yeah, I do.
There's a launch on me. I had a launch in my body. Just grab it and run.
Oh my goodness.
The nearest to you is, the safest one is probably Shifty.
Oh, I can't make out of that. No
You
way.
got the grappler.
Yeah, hold up. I just do.
Okay. Oh, you're going blue. Nice. That's probably.
I could hit the rift and then go to like Gotham City.
Yeah. There's a launch right there.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we can probably find a shotgun here too. Maybe.
Or should I just reboot you here?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to do this. Why?
Wait, you have the Batman glider?
No. It's because when I first went to Rift, I was on the glider. I used the grappling gun.
You climb and then we gotta run.
Yeah.
You wanna take the launch to the rift? What do I get? I got a eagle. Can I get heavy ammo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Guy right there.
Guy? Cracker, there's no shield, there's no shield. Okay, launch.
Okay. Launching. Yup. Smart. We got about 15 seconds to go to the zone. Not 16, 15, my bad.
Will you be here?
Can you flip a map? I have 100.
Loot right here, loot right here.
P90.
There's also yeah, I spent with
I have no ammo. Will you just split mats and everything?
Oh.
There's a guy right in front of us. I need this stuff.
Keep moving.
I have 0 P90 ammo. I'm taking every gun I find. I'm out again.
Okay, come here. I'm here. Oh my god, no! I'm sorry.
I didn't have a gun. Yeah, I need to play it a lot safer. Since I died earlier, that was my fault. Okay, what do you prefer? Solid gold or regular?
Regular.
Okay. I do too. Just wanted to make sure. I just got Sparkle Supreme. Pretty ugly.
I feel like playing squad soon.
You want to play squads?
Yeah.
I got nobody else on. Oh,
I know.
Clips is on. Clips is on from last night. I'll invite him.
Okay. I'll just be quiet real quick. There we go. I'm already back. Just invite me.
I just ended it. Okay. Well, he's in a game, so he can play. And then he's invited. Okay. I invited him, so he can join if he wants, and then we can play videos or something. But we'll do PC lobby, but he invited me. He's playing duos, so I don't know. I don't have my phone. Gosh dang it. Oh, he's been invited, so he can join if you want. This is the longest queue ever, bro. That's what that is about. Okay, your choice for the drop this time. Dude, my map says Tilted Town right now.
Okay, Pleasant Park maybe?
Yep.
I'll go for high kills.
Yeah. But I also want to win, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want to fight, but I also want to make it. That mech's gonna contest Pleasant.
I forgot I'm not even in the game, dude.
Yeah, they usually don't bother you. Now with the attack SMGs, nobody uses mechs.
Remember the 1 6 17 kill duo one? With Will? set physics, and we used that mech on that one mountain.
You guys got 17 kills?
No, like it was just you.
Oh, yeah.
Are we in a
Whenever
trio
you were
again?
playing trios?
Hmm?
Yeah, that was insane. I got a gray pack and a green pistol. Plus an SMG. I'm already rushing the next house. I landed a broken house. Buddy. I was gonna pickaxe them.
Oh my god, this house is bad. Oh my.
Already here.
Oh my. I got one.
It went past me.
One. Common AR. This game trash.
There's guys on me.
I don't really have a look. Oh, I have a Batman. Nice. Can I make a shotgun? Yeah, I do.
Oh, I got minis.
2 guys on me.
Okay, coming.
I need some help.
I'm coming. Where?
Baby blue house. Baby blue house.
I see him. I'm getting shot at while I'm coming. Oh my gosh, I'm getting shot at by them.
Got one.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
You got this, Toby?
No, I couldn't do anything, dude. I don't have any health. I mean, BM.
I don't have enough mats to even build up the map. They're gonna be resin, right?
He's resin right now. But they just started. They go right there.
Dude, I'm getting third party so hard.
Get him. He's white. So white.
No! I missed.
BMS to me.
I have no dose at all. You're on 1 HP! I'm gonna pickaxe him!
Don't. Currently not hitting me.
Should I?
Okay, shoot me in the air. Nice!
They just rebooted.
No, get that wood down there. Get that wood. Behind you, down there. Down the ramp. No! Behind you. Oh my, go back to where you just were.
I'm just kidding, Toby. See, they just used the van.
Okay, hit the launch pad and go somewhere. Oh!
Okay.
Hit the launch pad and go somewhere. I said, no, you use bandages. Okay, never mind. You're gonna die. Okay, you're getting sprayed.
No, I get this jump pad out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what sucks about being alive. No, dude, I just got like sprayed out of my. Oh, dude, that's the first guy that I killed. That Mafia XD. Okay. I'm gonna invite him. Wait, but he might be playing duos. Do you want to play squats or should I just say trios? Okay, no, he's by himself now.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Let's
get it.
Alright guys, I'll ready up in just a second. My mom needs me just for like 1 minute, right?
Okay. Dude, my bus is like freaking about to be 60. It's about to be 50. I'm 6. I thought he said he was ready. No. I'm gonna be sweaty. Should I sweat? Should I sweat, Toby? Toby. Should I sweat?
I can play one game.
Oh, Toby, go in the
Toby,
game
what's
chat.
up? What's up? I am. Oh yeah, these
Guys, I can play one match, but then I gotta go to church.
Okay. Noah.
And I don't want to go to church.
I mean Noah.
You go to church at 8 in the morning?
I go for the 9 o'clock service.
Where do you go to church?
Victory.
Uh,
It's a really nice church, though.
I've been to Victory.
Do you like it?
I don't necessarily like it.
Like, what service did you go to? The middle school?
I went to a kids class, buddy.
Go to the service.
No, I gotta cross
I know, here we don't have as many people, so it's like better. No, we have quite a lot of people.
Okay, boys. 40 bucks.
You guys, well, we gotta answer quick because I don't know how long until my parents want me to leave.
Me too.
I'm landing.
Like,
This building.
do you guys think people will be here?
Probably. Maybe.
Okay.
And then we can rotate out with the island.
Alright, guys, once I get back from church, so like at, I'd say 10:30, I can play. Will you guys be on at 10:30?
No, I'll be at church.
Me maybe. I don't know.
Lama?
I'm gonna land on this SMG.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so trash. Don't have a single.
Wait, why did they remove gun guns again?
Oh, they did. Oh yeah, they did.
There's no guns. Toby? Okay. You got a gun. All I have is 6 minis and 3 grenades.
I got a blue AK.
Yeah, there's someone on me.
At the big house? Okay, I got nades for you. Will that help?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's on top. Oh, he's shooting at me. I have no health, and I have no guns. Toby.
Yeah. Drop me a mini, drop me a mini.
Yo, I lasered him. No! Oh my! He has a pump and I knocked him. Bro, I just have an SMG.
I mean, go. Somebody.
Take that.
Bro, that guy was like a sweat. You could tell the way he played.
There's 2 on us.
Right, oh, okay, no, go.
Sawyer. You have a pump, right? So get in here.
Yep, those are mine.
We're just boxing.
Yo, they're cracked. Both of them
No,
are
one dead.
Right here, underneath the bridge.
I'm me. Dead. Oh my god, let's go.
Okay.
Bro, I told
I
you,
need
bro.
guns.
They were
I need
late.
actual, guns, please. Thank you.
Don't take these minis.
Okay, here.
I can
You
trade them.
those. You take those. I'll carry those that I get. Is there
I know
no
it.
llama?
Noah.
Yeah? Oh.
Make a quarter, got that.
1 second. I'm grabbing this llama.
Okay.
Because I need the stuff. Because I have nothing.
I need shoddy.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'll just throw these.
Oh, on us.
Shield.
Right.
Shield bubble.
Oh, I got hit.
Yep, teammates.
From somewhere.
Behind us.
Oh, watch out, on the island, watch out.
Yeah, north.
Okay, I'm in this one.
Okay. Yep, the bubble's protecting us.
Nice. You see the teammates.
Yep. 17 shield. 17. He's whited. Whited.
Shield cracked.
17
Oh, wait.
Yep,
White.
I'm whiting him. He's
Pretty
my
white, pretty
teammate.
white,
He's
pretty
my
white.
teammate building a brick.
I'm going to
Ew! He has a revolver. Be careful. He can maybe headshot you.
Okay, I'm going
Ew!
to rush the low kid. I'm going to rush the kid who's low. He's dipping. I killed him with the block.
This guy's pretty low. Guys low.
Okay, they're all
I got very
dead.
low.
They're all dead.
Nice.
I
I'm
killed
dead.
the other guy with the
Guys, I
block.
need shoddy ammo. I have 9. I've already done.
Oh!
I had to watch that one.
It's all good.
I got you.
Is that the guy who I knocked?
It's so
Yo,
dumb.
Noah, I need some
Shoddy?
AR and shoddy.
Okay. I have some
I'm
AR
sorry?
and not a lot of shoddy. I mean, yeah, and a lot of shoddy. There's 50 bullets of AR, and there's
Oh, sorry. I
7 bullets of shoddy.
Thank you.
I need you guys have any like minis or like any medkits or anything?
I have 3 medkits here. Oh, is it better to use campfires or not?
No. I know.
Hi, Evie.
I didn't even tell her that I was playing with you. She just says, I want to say hi to Noah.
It's probably because she saw the cold 50%. By the way.
I doubt it. She's like 3 or 4. Right?
She's
Maybe
2.
two.
She's 2.
Yeah, she probably figured out the bicycle of the cold interest.
Yeah, so you think a
Bruh.
2-year-old's gonna do that? There's a gold vending machine. I'm looking for explosives or an AR.
Oh yeah,
I already
we
got
got
explosives.
It's 2 gold packs and a gold revolver. Who wants the gold pack?
I already have a purple one.
I'll take the ammo.
I didn't get that med kit, Cody, that you marked over there. I'm gonna take this infantry, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go snag this infantry.
Guys, we gotta run.
Oh, we do. Cause now we ran away from our rotation. Cause we could have just used what's it called?
Oh, the island, yeah.
Yeah.
We're so dumb. God dang.
I wasn't paying attention.
Evie, unlock it.
I was just like, I wasn't even really paying attention to zone at all. I have a
That's something that
campfire
happens
we can
whenever
pop
we're
once
so
we get the
focused on
zone,
fighting.
if it's worth it. We can pop a campfire in zone. Toby, you shouldn't get touched, but I will.
I think I'll get touched.
I'm gonna get touched a little bit. You'll touchy me. Yeah, I guess we can use a campfire. Cause you guys need it too.
Yep, we're all gonna need it. Wait, aren't there apples?
No,
over here?
there might be a pre-made one. At this thing.
No, but
You-
there's
you-
also apples right out of here too, I think. No, but look at zone. It's not worth it, is it?
Oh yeah, we gotta
I'm
go.
at 7
Frick.
health too. I have 2 med kits.
Oh my god, people right there. Go fight them. Oh, there's a lot of people around us.
Just run, just
Go
run.
straight.
Just run.
Just
Hi,
straight.
Evie.
No.
Evie.
Hey.
Hi.
bite my lip. And I bite my lip and
People,
Guys, I could grenade launcher that.
we're not close enough. We're not close enough yet. I say you grenade launcher it and then we run.
You think I'm close enough right here?
No. Wait until it says you're 50 meters.
I threw steak. Oh, my steaks. Nice. This is good.
He's blowing them up.
Yo, lasers!
Yo, come on. Yo, I'm holding the builds. Wait.
I'm fighting.
I know you're good. No, we gotta resin run.
Okay, got one.
I'm pressured.
Oh god, I'm being sprayed.
I lasered this kid.
Yeah.
On me. Yeah, on me.
Got one.
Noah.
I got another one on me. Still, I got a full. There's a full team on me. I can't do much.
Invert, I need your help.
I'm kind of fighting.
He's gonna fight too.
No.
Got another one.
Nice, good. Oh my god,
This kid's on white.
No.
I'm at 10.
Sorry, Sawyer. Can't.
Alright, yeah, it's good.
Oh gosh.
See if they have like a launch pad.
Kid's lit.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so glad that the guy's behind me.
Impulses, launch pad. Launch pod, impulse.
Okay. I'm full health.
Okay.
Bro, reboot.
Okay, I'm grabbing it.
Have it.
Okay.
I already have it.
Okay.
Come on, on me. Launch pad on me.
I got 2 launch pads as well.
Okay.
Bro, let's go.
Get up
You
here.
can reboot
Okay,
and
go.
fatal.
Oh
Wait,
my
do
god,
one of you
no,
have like
let's
an extra
go.
gun for me?
People are up
Invert,
here.
can I have your SMG?
Oh god. Okay.
They're launch padding.
Hit
They
it.
just take their launch to fatal. Just take their launch to fatal.
Let's go. Don't follow them. Go follow me.
Go to fatal. There's fighting early fatal. Go right. Go over here, Toby. Toby.
I'm right here.
Avoid it. I have another
But
launch.
we have to go straight to get into the circle. We have to go straight.
No, Toby. Come to me. I'll launch us into circle.
You guys can reboot still.
Yeah. I'm launching us. I'm going to a reboot.
Noah,
Oh, I
can
did that so bad. I did on accident.
I'm getting sprayed.
I was already in a match.
I think I can made it.
Use it.
Noah, I need your purple SMG. That's all. I just need some ammo for it.
I'm giving you my eagle.
I know. Drop me ammo and
I'm
match.
spraying at the fight.
And there's 100 more max. Okay? I'm on you, Toby. They're in the
Oh my god! Let's go,
kill. That's 12.
dude! That
Right here.
You tracking?
We got placement.
Okay, shockwave straight up.
Right here. Right here. Rushing you. I'm rushing the
Oh, that's two of them.
Oh, he's shot.
Wait.
I broke the trap.
Watch out.
I broke the trap.
Dude, holy crap, no way I got those kills.
I'm reloading.
I've been pumping minis. Oh my god, you're so low.
I'm
Get
going
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it. Sawyer, just take it.
I'm on
Use
HP.
Just take the med kit.
Use it, hurry.
I dropped you med kit.
No, get here.
They launched.
No, get on.
Oh, sorry. They launched.
God.
Oh my god, there's no way I just survived that. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
Oh, landed on us.
Watch out. This is not our stuff.
I know.
Watch out.
Right here. This. Ew. What do we do?
We're not in circle.
I'm popping a big pot.
Use it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna grab this
Okay.
bolt. I have one more pad. Should we use it?
No, save it.
Yep. Let's just run.
Guys, use the launch pad. Use the launch pad.
No, it's not worth it.
It's not worth
Look,
it. We can just
because-
run. Oh my, that should have hit him.
Should I shockwave onto him and play it?
I'm shockwaving onto him. I'm shockwaving onto him.
Okay, go ahead. Once he's pressured.
That was a really bad shockwave by
you
me.
can
Oh
fight,
my
you can
god.
fight. You got height now. You got height, and that's in zone.
Wait, what the heck? Where is he?
Oh, it's not in zone yet.
Huh?
He's gone.
Where did that man go? Am I
He
dumb?
went over here.
He went over here.
Oh.
In this bush. Up there.
Oh my
go!
god, dude, that's
Oh!
22! I'm popping off so
No way,
hard.
bro.
Dude, that's top 4. That's top 4.
I'm popping off so
Dude, that
hard.
means that
Holy
there's
crap.
3 solos. There's north. On the storm, in the storm. North in the storm. I'm shocking.
I got him!
Two is in the air right here. 2 kids in the air.
Oh, watch out behind.
Behind? Yeah, that's who they were fighting.
Oh my, dude, I'm just popping off. Holy crap. Well, I just sniped that guy so hard. Let's freaking go,
In
dude.
the air?
Guys, come here.
Spray him. Sawyer? Oh, no, that's Toby. Spray. Run him out of match.
I'm turning that white. I'm turning that shield, my bad. Wait. What? Shockwave me.
Shockwaving as well?
Got him.
Got him. Nice.
Let's go.
Grab it. Oh,
There's nothing-
behind us,
Dude, I
behind
was
us.
just so good
Grab
with
the
the freaking rocket
RPG.
launcher.
Grab the RPG.
I did.
They're on where we came into circle.
Hold up. I'm putting on my
Okay.
Is there a heavy sniper
my
for me?
weapon.
Okay, I got the RPG. Can I get
3v3.
rockets?
You did RPG.
3v3.
I have 11 rockets. It's a 3v1 or something like that. 3v.
No, 3v2v1. Because I know for a fact
Yeah,
there's
because
at
that
least.
two that went into Moisty. This guy's a solo.
On him.
On him as well. RPG.
Nice. 80. She went. Nice. Good job. Good work.
He had a minigun. I took it. Okay, boys. There's it's a 3v2. I got a pattern right here, Toby. They're in the prison. They were in the prison. What is this? Oh.
Watch out, they could be a problem. Oh, there's some.
Trash can.
Right here, trash can, right here. Trash
Right
can.
here. There's two.
What the? Go, one dead.
Okay, right here. Toby. Up top. He's out of the circle. He's out of the circle. He launched. Where? I got a minigun.
There's more right there. No! Stop making me turn into a thingy.
I got him 21 damage.
Okay, launching.
I'm launching. He's on that fight. He's on the fight.
Guys, pickaxe.
Pickaxe?
I got the minigun.
Alright, pickaxing?
No, we're not.
And here we go. Pot, 20, up, pickaxe! Wait,
He's no shield.
Pickaxe. Oh my gosh.
Let's go. Bro.
We have 20 kills, we have 20 kills.
We had 20.
20 kills, bro.
I had 13. I had 13.
I had 4.
I had 3.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, boys.
Bro. Alright, guys, I gotta go, but GG's.
GG's.
Guys, I'm gonna get on at. What time do you guys want to get on?
Later.
Yeah, just later.
What time?
I don't know. Whenever
Alright, see
we're
ya.
on, we can play trios. Okay, see ya.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Toby.
Dude, I should have recorded the whole thing.
I was streaming the entire thing.
You were streaming?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
we're in
I pickaxed the
freaking
last
division-
guy, dude.
Dude, we're in freaking division like 6, and we're like slaying like this still. It's not even funny, bro. Okay, back to the not ops. Back to the not ops. Okay. See a Sawyer. Okay. Why can we win trios with 20 kills, but we can't like get like even survive late game in duos? Toby.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Sorry, I'm watching the video I recorded. Okay,
Ah.
I'm watching it.
Fights. All level lobbies revolve around box fights and the like, and AR is always necessary because, let's be real, what use is an SMG from far? The loadout must also include some sort of healing item and a utility. In fact, look back just a few seasons ago, and the majority of players would carry an SMG, AR, and pump. Nowadays, pros have made it a habit to work with an AR and pump. The added utility slot really helps over having another spray weapon. Pro players are assumed to hit their first shots and can finish the enemy off with an AR. SMG spray was a thing of the past and is not as effective as it used to be. Or maybe it is, since they brought back the tactical SMG. Well, anyways. The healing item will vary based on what you pick up, because ideally if you have shields, you'll end up taking them if you have a med kit, same thing. It's important to note, your loadout should change a bit depending on your playstyle. Everyone shouldn't be running with the exact same guns. Also, not everybody is fortunate enough to get super solid loadouts due to that added RNG factor. There is, however, a way to turn RNG in your favor. Most pro players always make it to endgame with solid loadouts, and you might ask yourself why. It's simple. There are certain drop spots which have better weapon loot than others. Pro players also make it a habit to finish off 1 to 2 other players before going endgame, so their loot pool chance doubles. In the pro meta, there have been lots of players using only 2 weapons and leaving the rest for heals, shockwaves, and some other throwables. Now that everyone is turtling up in the end zone and staying protected, most fights take place in 2 ranges, really close or really far. That's why super long-ranged weapons are being used less and less. They just don't work for the state the game is in right now. Don't get me wrong, they still work super well, but the cases where you're shooting someone from 60 meters away in an open field aren't prevalent anymore. Love it or hate it, most fights these days consist of spraying people's walls.
Oh yeah, okay, hello, yeah, what's up? I was watching that video, dude.
Dude, that was so, it was too easy though. I just feel like everybody, it was just like boom, boom, boom. Like we didn't get into any pinches. Like we just played it perfect. Like we stayed out of the way and we just destroyed. Wait, I want to see how many arena points I have.
Wait, yes!
I got 300 from that match.
Okay, I gotta go eat real quick. I'll be back.
That's why you want to
Okay,
use
see ya.
weapons that
I'll watch
maximize your
you.
damage in that short-ranged area.
Okay, see ya.
So that's why you'll see pro players using an AR and a shotgun, as I mentioned before. In duos and trios, on the other hand, your loadout should look a little bit different. Every person in a trio has a role, so your loadout should reflect that. Let's say you're that player that likes to stay back, take shots from far away, and play the support role. Or what if you're the super aggressive player that always pushes first? Then take the RPG. That's something that you should establish with your team before you get into a game. Anyway, we've been talking about throwables a lot in this video, so which one should you be using? Well, it depends on how you're going to play the game. So right now, we'll break them all down. Let's first go over which ones you should be picking up right now, because recently Epic has been adding tons of them. The #1 utility in the game right now is shockwave grenades. They're just impulses on steroids and give you instant height in any end zone. In this current meta, shockwaves are a must-have. Just throw one down and you'll instantly be skyrocketed to the top level. They're used similarly to bounce pads way back when. They'd be insane just because of that, but that's not to mention that they can be used for some pretty sick plays. #2, shield bubbles, when used strategically, can also make for really clutch plays. I mean, they might not be as fun as shockwaves, but there's undoubtedly a place in the game for them. They're basically the perfect counter for third partying, which has been a considerable problem recently. They can also be used to revive a teammate instead of having to spam build. Just throw one down in the middle of a fight and the outside players won't be able to touch you. If they want to get a kill, they'll have to run inside the bubble and risk getting killed by you or another player. In addition to this, there's also been a little trick going around that lets you stick a shield bubble to your own body. I know, sounds OP, right? It is so frustrating getting stanked 10 times in a row and having to waste so many mats to tunnel out of it. If you've got them though, you're a godsend for countering turtles. A player's first response when they get hit with one is panic, which will almost always lead to them rushing out of their box and putting you in a better position for the kill. It's less about actually killing someone and more about forcing them out of their current position. They also come in handy during a small endgame zone, where you just throw them down from height for some chip damage. A difference of even 5 damage can change a crushing second place into a victory royale. Think about how easy rotations will be when you literally can't get shot from anywhere more than a few meters away from you. The loadouts we're going to show you is really consistent, and all the items aren't super hard to find. Mongrel has been using this one recently because it fits the high-paced playstyle and guarantees you some free kills from height, which I'll explain later on. The first gun is a pump. If you got a pump, then you're in business. It's one of the most consistent guns in the game and deals such high damage. If you prefer the epic or legendary tac, then that'll work too, but you can't hit for 200 damage even with a gold tac. The next gun you should be carrying is the tactical SMG. I mean, come on guys, who doesn't love this gun? Well, anyone on the receiving end obviously won't. It's a classic from way back and absolutely melts through walls. This is the gun that you'll want to use to just spray people with. It's even hard to turbo build against, making it a deadly counter to turtling. The suppressed SMG is excellent as well. It can't entirely melt walls like TAC SMG, but its damage is way more severe. For anyone playing with aim assist, this gun is even better, but you should never be using an SMG as your primary close range weapon. The main purpose of this gun is to pressure people and break their walls, or finish them off. The shotgun is what you're going to get those big 200 damage shots with, so always have it at the ready. As for the medium long range gun, there are so many options in the game right now. Of course, both the SCARs and AKs are excellent options. They both have the perfect range and some considerable damage, although you wouldn't want to be caught in a close range fight spraying with an AK since its bloom is just massive. Something else we've seen pros using a lot more is the infantry rifle. It's got so many good qualities: high range, quick fire rate, and virtually no bloom. Although it really rewards good aim, so be careful if you've got that spray and pray season 1 type thing going. Let's see its effectiveness in Mongrel's hands. My thoughts exactly. Better yet, the infantry basically acts as a sniper too. Remember how I mentioned how good this loadout was on height? That's because of this gun. It absolutely dominates when being used from high ground. The last 2 slots are entirely dependent on your playstyle and what you want to use there, but I highly recommend to have at least one quick healing item like a slurp, minis, or chug splash. As for the other, shockwaves, heavy snipers, and shield bubbles are all really great options depending on whichever you prefer. They all fit super well for the current turtle meta and make playing endgame much easier. Shield bubbles usually fit the players with a more defensive playstyle, while shockwaves, heavies, and miniguns will probably work better for the aggressive players. But always remember that coming across certain items that are always going to be different depending on the game, no matter what, the goal is to make it work. To adapt this loadout for duos or trios, just add a heavy sniper and RPG into the mix and you'll be getting some free kills. In fact, you can really add anything that will help out your team. The reason heavies and RPGs are so great is that they can be used in coordination for some super effective strategies. I mean, you guys already know about the heavy sniper plus RPG combo. I mean, there are many variations on this, from the double heavy strat to the heavy AR strat. It works wonders and shows how loadouts can be effective with teamwork as well. It's too easy. Even though the strategy is so common, it's still completely unpredictable. Check out how Mitro and Benji Fishy use this double RPG and heavy RPG strategy in the Trios Cash Cup.
Double RPG here, 3, 2, 1, go! No, not! Double RPG again, reload! 3, 2, 1, go! Gotta finish, I killed them! Okay, yeah, follow. Yeah, I'm following.
Throughout the tournament, they were using their loadouts to their advantage, and they went on to win 4 out of 8 games. So what it comes down to is utilizing your loadout based on the scenario. Some games you won't get super optimal loadouts, so you probably want to either try and get a few kills for an upgrade or play it out more carefully. Most pro players use 3 utilities with an AR and a shotgun. This is the ideal loadout you want to use because it's just super active. Everyone's so focused on why the game is so bad or some crazy new building techniques, and loadouts seem to go unmentioned. That's why we tried to provide some insights into which items you should be running. Now that Epic is focused on switching around the loot pool so much, it's hard to stay on track with what's right anymore. Of course, play with what works for you, but some items in the game today are just flat out better than others. Time and time again, players are running around with way too many guns and no heals or throwables, and they don't realize how it's affecting them. It's so easy to watch pro players win and forget that they've thought about their loadout even before they dropped into the game. So, did these tips help you? If they did, then consider dropping a like on this video and even subscribing. We really appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck with your Fortnite grind. If you have a PC and really want the best out of your aim, you need to check it out on Steam. But for those of us that don't play on PC, Kovacs isn't an option. The good thing is you can still get a very effective aim warm-up in creative. If you're looking for an aim map to try out, check out Salage's Aim Facility. We've recommended this course before and it still holds up. It's just so comprehensive and includes everything that you'd ever need in an aim warm-up. The Tile Frenzy section is especially great if you're looking for something similar to Kovacs. When it comes to building, there are two ways pro players like to train. The first is by doing it alone in creative. Some techniques don't really involve other players. For example, tunneling in 90s you can work on your own, so you don't really need anything else to get going. The second and preferred way of warming builds by many pro players is to 1v1. By 1v1ing, you're practicing your building mechanics but in a much more realistic setting. Like, it's one thing to know how to do a high ground retake, but can you do a high ground retake and quickly adjust when a player shoots at you? Because that's what will happen in actual fights. And being able to train for actual scenarios is much more valuable than just getting the techniques down. For editing, I still really like Salage's randomized edit course. Every time you run it, the layout changes. Randomizing the courses really helps you learn how to react to the pieces instead of just memorizing the layout. This is similar to how you'll actually edit structures in real games, and so this method of randomizing the courses is just wonderful for practicing edits. Other than their mechanical abilities, another area in which pros excel is in game sense. Game sense is what players use to make informed decisions in the game. Things like deciding when to rotate or predicting an opponent in a build fight are just some examples of where good game sense is required. It can be tougher to train game sense since it's something that can't always be taught. It normally needs to be learned through lots of trial and error, and there's no better way to learn through trial and error than by playing aggressively. By playing aggressively, you're constantly putting yourself into new and difficult scenarios to learn from. Opponents will act how you wouldn't expect them to act. They'll even pull off moves you've never seen before. Either way, most encounters will have something unique happen which you can familiarize yourself with. But guys, with every death, you need to make sure you're thinking about what you did wrong. That way, you can learn something. If you don't, you won't learn much, and it'll just have been a waste of time. Since there's a lot of death involved with W keying, it's pretty normal to lose arena points during this learning phase. One piece of advice is to create an alt account to play aggressive arena games on. Since you're not on your main account, you don't have to worry about losing any rating. You can play aggressively with your mind at ease. Land in hot zones and take fights whenever you can. Push players and get yourself into uncomfortable scenarios so that you can learn. When you go play on your main account, that's when you can go back to a more passive playstyle meant for getting points. Moving on, Storm Wars are probably the best way to practice competitive endgames right now. It teaches you how to tunnel in the low ground, control height from above, and deal with storm pressure. Essentially, it helps teach the mechanics and game sense involved with endgames. Finding Storm Wars matches has always been difficult, but there's a new easy way that I want to share with you all real quick. Zone Wars map creator Enigma recently added a new bot to his Discord server that makes finding creative lobbies a much simpler task. All you need to do is join his Discord at discord.gg/enigma. Click the Lobby Bot FAQ channel on the left and follow the listed instructions. Essentially, you're adding a bot to your friends list that'll invite you whenever you join a match in the Discord. With this, you can quickly find a match to help practice those hectic endgame scenarios. I get that most of us don't have the option to commit most of our days to Fortnite. We've got school, homework, or jobs that we gotta take care of first. But even with those obligations, improvement is still entirely possible. Even just 30 minutes of training each time you play can be enough to significantly improve your mechanics. If you're not training already, you need to get on that right away. Alright, now that we talked about the importance of mentality and training, let's talk about how the pros play. Being pro at the game isn't all about mechanics, which is one of the things a lot of stuck players need to realize. A significant part of success in competitive Fortnite revolves around game knowledge. Knowing how the game works at a deeper level can be what gives you an advantage in-game. Easily the biggest mistake an average player makes is that they don't value positioning enough. At all points in the game, whether it's early, mid, or endgame, positioning matters. And it matters a lot more than you might think, especially when it comes to getting an advantage. The pros know this and treat it as a vital part of their gameplay. So here are a few quick positioning tips for each part of the game that can help you dominate players, even the better ones. During the early game, you want to look to start fights on natural high ground, like rooftops for example. Players are less likely to spot you, and you'll have the high ground advantage once the fight starts. This can really give you the upper hand needed to get those important early game frags. During the mid game, placing yourself in the center of the zone will reduce the number of rotations and distance you need to travel. You just need to make sure it's a safe position towards the center, not one where every player in the lobby has an angle to spam you down from. So look for already existing structures or hills to cover yourself with. During the end game, the high ground plays a pivotal role in the outcome of the match. Taking and holding height keeps you safe and opens up a bunch of kill opportunities. This is how a lot of top pros are able to consistently win matches. They make it to endgame and then close out the match by taking control of height. What's important to note is how and when they go for height. First, you want to use some mobility to get into the optimal position, aka inside the safe zone or as close as possible to it. The right time to do this is usually whenever the current height holders are forced to move. This is normally during the first 50-50 zone, the one that's half in the storm, or the first moving zone. Once set up, you deny the current height holders from moving in and work on keeping your own height. To illustrate our point, take a look at this recent trios match from Mongrel. It's the first 50-50 zone, and our trio launch pads into an optimal spot. Because they have RPGs, they're able to easily deny the current height holders their spot. As the safe zone continues to shrink for the remainder of the match, there's very little opportunity for their opponents to retake it. Our trio reinforces their height by connecting to the build below them, further reducing the chance they get knocked off. Because of their amazing position, Mongrel and his team are able to wipe out the lobby with ease as if it were just some pub match. In summary, having the right mentality, training regimen, and play style are 3 attributes that make pro players shine. If you want to make it as a pro gamer someday, you'll need a good combination of these 3 traits. Always be willing to learn from your mistakes. Don't slip up on training, because it's a necessary part of keeping your abilities in working condition. And always be looking to improve your knowledge of the game, because there's more to success in competitive than just having good mechanics. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like the video if you learned something today, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
What's up guys, my name's Mongrel, and in this guide I'm going to teach you how to play just like me. So if they're one above me, I'm going to double ramp up, and if they follow the ramp that I'm on, I'm going to put a cone above the ramp. They're going to walk into the cone and you can do 290s, you want to be on high ground. Okay, so tunneling is useful for later zones. My name's Mongrel, and in this guide I'm going to teach you how to play just like me and the basics and advanced tips for Fortnite.
There's just a small circle